Thank you, Reverend Keith. And welcome everyone from all around the globe, creating a center of coherence in which all of us are tuning in to the absolute presence that's within our very soul. The presence that is never in absence. I love meditation. It is during this particular time during our day when we meditate that we can extract our attention from time and come into the timeless. It's in the timeless that miracles happen. It's in the timeless that a reset takes place in your life. You know by now that time is a mental construct. It is the measurement of the distance between objects, and it's the measurement of the duration of an experience of a thought form. You realize that we're all one and there's really no distance spiritually. Time collapses. You extract yourself from that thought form. Time collapses. It's nothing. It gives us the opportunity to see the outpicturing of our thoughts, our perceptions, our opinions, our points of view, decisions we make in this particular dimension. It condenses the thoughts so that we can actually see our own thoughts by looking at our life. But meditation pulls you into the realm of the timeless. The presence is timeless. Why? It is everywhere in its fullness, and there's nowhere for it to go, for there's nothing outside of it. It is everywhere. There is no time. And so when we begin to be still and pull our attention away from the world of appearances, the world of circumstances, conditions, situations, people, places, things, and even develop the capacity to observe our own moods, perceptions, beliefs, opinions, and see that we are the observer of that phenomena passing through, and that's not our real identity. We come out of time, and a total reset can take place. Your timeless life, you, as a timeless being, that begins to be the activity of your awareness. The ramifications are magnificent. Obviously, the first ramification is that you have a greater realization of your oneness with life, your oneness with God itself. But then the secondary ramifications are your body temple stops prematurely aging because you're not in time. Other ramifications are you have the ability to heal, that is, to uncover a revelation, a revealing of that which is already whole about you, because all issues are in time and all solutions are in the eternal. So when you come into the eternal, reset, you become a fresh starting point for reality, capital R, reality. A fresh starting point for the presence, to know itself as your very life. It is the greatest therapy. It is the greatest anti-aging therapy, the greatest healing modality, and it's free. People spend thousands of dollars to mitigate their pain and anxiety and anxiousness. Not you, not here, not now, not this precise moment. You're being invited to turn within. Have a moment of reset, timeless, eternal presence, never an absence, all of it right here, right now, the activity of my awareness. This is my real identity. I am a timeless, invisible, indivisible being, undivided from the whole. Undivided, the word undivided, morphed into the word individual. Individual means undivided. You are an undivided, timeless, immortal, eternal being that gets to express and use time as a canvas to paint upon. As an artist takes magnificent ideas and then uses the brush and the paint and the canvas to reveal those ideas. You as a timeless being having a deep level of coherence around fundamental reality, gets to use time as a canvas of creativity, of generosity, of love, of joy, beauty, harmony, order. And so we begin again. As I iterated last week, every single day, at a level of practice, you to see yourself being born into a new incarnation, so that you begin to release the thought that your incarnation is 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 108 years on the planet, that every day is a new incarnation. Fresh starting point for reality. I start with a full expression of all that God is. I begin my day that way in a deep sense of gratitude, and I live this incarnation to the fullest. And then the next day, gratitude, new life. I'm born again into this incarnation. This day is my incarnation. I live it to the fullest. And then what begins to happen? You extricate yourself from time, particularly the past, and the anxiety about the future, and your morbid imagination about the present. Timeless. I'm going to stop talking, but I just want to say, give you just an idea of something. That the past, that's where immature pride lives. The future, fear. The present, vanity and embarrassment. You have to come to an understanding, finally, that the present and the eternal now are not the same thing. The present is a tense in time, past, present, future. But the eternal has no relationship to time. So in the present, you can imagine that someone doesn't like you and have the experience of that. And you can presently feel those emotions, and it may or may not even be true. You can be in the past, and where shame and blame and regret are. You can be in the future where ambition and fear is. But in the moment of meditation, now, free, awake. And 1 nanosecond of now has magnificent ramifications for your entire life. I better stop. But you can see where we're going here. You are a magnificent, luminous, timeless being. Let's practice. We have practitioner Skip Jennings with us this morning, bringing the original sounds from his soul, allowing that instrument to be the vehicle through which the sacred happens. Close your outer eyes. Give permission for the inner eye to open to see with consciousness. And have a magnificent intention as we sit here. To have a greater realization of your oneness with the timeless, eternal presence that is never an absence. It's called waking up. Coming out of a sleepwalk. Walking, asleep, dreaming, you are awake. A lyric that came through me many years ago. We're waking up. That's our intention, to sit as we sit. We place our attention on our intention. We become aware that we have an intention. We're not living an intention deficit life. we have intention. To realize our greater yet to be now. Simultaneously, we become aware that the body is breathing. That inhalation, that exhalation, it's not in the future. It's not in the past. It's happening presently, which is closer to the eternal now. Keeps you anchored right here, right where your body is. Right where those thoughts are, right where those sensations are. You become aware right here. And what else? We sit with the awareness that someone is about to tell us something extremely important. So the whole being is available for deep and pure listening. Oh, what a skill that's been lost in our culture. No one listens. And sometimes no one listens to the presence of God that is always broadcasting its eternal verities. We sit with a deep capacity to listen. And always we sit as if this is the very first time we've ever practiced the art and the science of meditation. Regardless of whether you are a veteran of the practice or a beginner, we always enter in. This is my very first time. It's a childlike wonder, beginner's mind. If the mind drifts into inner conversations and fantasies and futurizing and pasting, it's okay. Just become aware and come back to the breath and begin again. Where's your attention? If it has flitted somewhere, just notice it. Come back to the breath, your holy intention, and begin again, over and over and over again. This is practice. Preparing yourselves for insight into the eternal and the slow dissolving of the obscurations that create a filter of your perception and your perception. This is great work. Be aware of what's happening with your mind. Is it gone somewhere? Is it in fantasy, conversation? It's okay. Just be aware. Come back to the breath and begin again. Be mindful of your attention. You're gaining dominion over attention so that ultimately you can place your attention where you want it. That your mind can't be hijacked by the world, other people's agendas. You get to place your attention where you want it. Right now, your attention is embracing your intention to have a greater realization of your oneness with the presence that's never an absence. The breath is anchoring you presently as a close opening to the eternal now. In a deep listening. This is our first moment of meditation right now. This is our first time. Govern your attention for another moment or two. Be still and know the power and the presence and the love, the beauty, the intelligence of Almighty God is right where you are right now. Your life is an emanation of it right now. Listen. Be available. Take a nice inhalation. Release with a great sigh of ah. You turn your face upward, that is, smile. And allow for the activation of tonic chemicals to flow through the body temple. The biology to change simply based on your smiling for no reason whatsoever. As we come into a prayerful moment, a tryst with the holy, holy presence, the Holy One, the great God of the universe, the divine presence of love and beauty and intelligence, harmony, life itself. This fresh starting point allows us to align ourselves with gratitude and thanksgiving. We come into alignment with gratitude. We come into alignment with thanksgiving. We come into alignment with appreciation right now. And even in this instant, our baseline for joy is rising. We feel so grateful and so thankful and so dynamically appreciative. Our appreciation is dynamic. It's not inert. It's not lackluster. We have a dynamic appreciation for life. We love life. We love our own life. We love the life of God. We're so thankful and so grateful. Enter into this space with me right now. Come with me into this realm of gratitude. Be lifted into the realm of thanksgiving. Be grateful for everything. Be grateful for nothing at all. Just allow the gratitude factor to take over your existence. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. Oh, the recognition factor is now amplified. We can now recognize the presence everywhere. Our filters are being cleansed through gratitude. The filters, that which blocks us from seeing reality, the light, the luminosity, the beauty, the infinite possibilities, the divine opportunities that are everywhere. Oh my God, we recognize God. We're in pure recognition. Every breath that we take, God presence. Beating of our heart, God presence. Blood flowing through our veins, God presence. Life for us, never against us. And we feel a deep sense of unity with this presence now. Oneness, unity, I amness. I am what thou art what I am that. My life is the life of God. This does not blaspheme God, this magnifies God. And the word is spoken. Set the captives free. The time blindedness, blinded by time and circumstance and conditions. Oh, time blindedness now is healed, and we see the light. I speak the word for each and every one of us today, that we may be free, that our intrinsic freedom and liberation is now revealed. We're no longer captive by fear and doubt and worry. No longer captive by trepidation, inhibition of our light, and the fear to be the magnificent beings that we really are. All the captives are being set free now. This is the word that is spoken. Every organ and action and function of our body temple reflects a celestial body of wholeness and wellness and well-being and health and vitality and vigor and strength and flexibility. Even now, the mental body is purified, allows clarity to loom large. Our emotional body is purified, an instrument of loving. Oh, we might as well embrace that we're living in a sea of abundance. Surrounded by it, immersed in it, cradled by it. Our life, we are oceanic beings, cosmically oceanic. We might as well accept right now that all of our needs are met. That's where it begins. We have to accept it. Don't wait for a condition to change to accept it. No, you accept it first, then the condition will change. I accept for each and every one of us that our needs are met, that harmonizing prosperity and abundance and affluence reveals itself through in each and every one of us with an ease, a grace, and a dignity right now. Oh, be grateful for this before it even manifests. Stand in the gratitude factor and allow the great law of the universe to correspond to this song that's being sung. And everything is now working together for our individual and for our collective good as a movement, as a community, as a spiritual center. It's all happening right now. I feel it in my bones and give thanks for it and allow it to be so. Therefore, I can say unequivocally, and so it is, even now. And during these times of great changes, especially now. Amen. Now, so be it. Thank you so much for beginning your day, or perhaps in other time zones. This is in addition to your day, practicing with us and creating a center of coherence that's spanning the entire globe, whether you're on the archive or whether you're right here in present moment. Thank you for joining in. We appreciate it.